So you saw that stack of books, right? Well, we're gonna be going over a bunch of those because that's this month's or last month's manga haul. Yokoso, my manga society. So we're gonna jump right into the first manga, Showa Shoten. So this manga, I believe I've talked about it before in the past, but it's absolutely hilarious. It's about it like a comedy duo, manzai comedy, and they compete at a high school level. So yeah, the art style, I enjoy it. Yeah, like I said, I do laugh a lot when I'm reading this manga. So it's actually like, I feel like I don't actually laugh out loud a lot when I read manga, but this one is a little different. So highly recommend. So this next one is Ashita no Jo, the second omnibus volume. So these are going to be complete in 8 omnibus volumes, and they have 2.5 volumes per omnibus. Yeah, I read this. I enjoyed it a lot. I actually can't believe I have to wait a few months for the third one. That's how much I enjoyed it. Yeah, I just wish it comes out faster. It's basically just a boxing manga. I feel like it was the first one that ever came out. For how old it is, I feel like it's really good. Not that like older mangas are bad. I feel like a lot of the older mangas are actually like really good, but this one was, I don't know, this is a really good one. I would highly recommend it as well. So I feel like we're not gonna see that many manga in my hauls that I don't exactly enjoy. That's because I only collect peak, obviously. This next one is the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. So this is a romance manga. I believe it's getting an anime soon, and these are coming out like crazy. I feel like there's one every month, and it's honestly, that's fine with me. These are super quick reads. I feel like after every volume, I'm like always itching for the next one. So it's actually really nice that these are coming out really fast. But this is kind of just about like a delinquent and kind of like a delinquent school and a rich school, and students from each of them come together, and yeah, there's romance blooming. This next one, I feel like a lot of people know about it. Blue Lock, Volume 18. These are also coming out super fast, and I feel like these are coming out really fast because they're way ahead of us in a lot of other countries. I think like Italy, France, obviously Japan, they're in the 20s, and I think maybe even volume 30 in Japan. So that's kind of crazy, and there's a lot of material. So I feel like that's why they can come out with these super fast. But this volume has content past season 2. So if you're wondering where to start if you watched the anime, this volume is where you'd start if you don't want to read the very beginning of the anime. So this next one I read through so fast. I think in my last manga haul, I got volumes 1 through 6 or something. And this time I got volumes 7 through 11. So absolutely obsessed with this series. It's so good, and it looks amazing on a shelf. So I would highly recommend checking this out if you're into like sports manga type stuff. It's basically just like a sports manga, but instead of like a physical sport, they're doing like an old art of Rakugo. If you've never heard that, it's basically a type of storytelling, but with one person. So the way they do it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, they look amazing on a shelf, and these covers are mind-blowing. Look at that, that's crazy. So this next one, I should have gone over it earlier. Oops, my bad. But Blue Lock Episode Nagi, number 3. So this is basically just Nagi's point of view during some of the Blue Lock. I think this is still like pretty early on, so it was good. I like Blue Lock, so I just got it. Trillion Game, Volume 4. I enjoyed this. It's kind of ramping up in a way. So I said earlier that this series is pretty fast-paced, and I feel like it just keeps getting faster and faster and faster, and I'm not complaining about it. I feel like with what they do, the type of stuff that they do in this manga, I feel like a fast-paced manga really works with this. So I know they're cranking these out too. I think volume 5 is already coming out this month. Volume 6, I don't know how long it is right now, but I'm getting it whenever I can. I actually really enjoy this. So this last one, I feel like I also talked about it in the last manga haul as well, but we got volumes 2 through 4 of Fool Night. So these covers I feel like are super unique. They have kind of like a theme to it where the bottom part is kind of like a flower or some sort of plant, and then the top half has like a character or kind of like a scene, just like scenery. This also I think is gonna look super cool on a bookshelf. I don't have room right now, but I actually ordered risers and those are on their way. So I'm gonna be doing a reorganization video soon. So be sure to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell button, you'll get notified when I post that video. But these were so good. This was such an unexpected series to me because I've always seen it at the store, but for some reason I was always so hesitant, but I finally took the leap and these are peak. Please read this manga, I beg you. Okay, so this next one, I feel like was so hyped up. The manga that everyone is waiting to be published in English, The Climber. First thoughts, I think I did talk about it in my reading log video last month, but I did enjoy it a lot. I heard it gets better and better throughout. The art's amazing. It has a good setup, I feel like, at the beginning. Nothing crazy so far, but it's a good setup, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So I feel like currently I'd say it's worth the hype that it's getting, and I can't wait to see what else it has in store. Okay, so if you know me, I collect, you know, shoujos. This next one took forever to come out. And the reason for that is because it's kind of an after story. So it wasn't in the original story. This was kind of like a high school shoujo manga, and they decided to write a small volume for their college days. And that, I love to see when mangas do sort of like an after story, you know, years down the road. It's just really exciting to read something that you haven't read in a while and that you were kind of like attached to, you know. This is one of my favorite shoujos, so that's one of the reasons. It's hilarious, it's heartwarming, and yeah, I'd highly recommend My Love Story. And finally, we have Thunder 3 Volume 3. So this is such a quick read. It has a ton of amazing art, and I feel like that's one of the reasons it goes by so fast. There's not a ton of like dialogue and words, but I feel like it's so worth it because the story is so unique. I'm enjoying it greatly, and this is also a manga that's coming out pretty quick every month. There's never a pause between the volumes, and this is one that I'm excited to pick up each month. And that's it for today's manga haul. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, there's gonna be a reorganization of my manga soon. I think I have close to 600 volumes, and that to me is kind of crazy. We have manga that's just like kind of stacked on like the shelves in front of the manga. So once I get these risers, I'm gonna be able to completely redo the organization of these manga. And so if you want to see that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, this world is cruel, but at least we have manga.